Welcome back to the video. In today's video, we have Saturday Night Main Event predictions, classic pay-per-view that's finally coming back. This isn't technically a pay-per-view; it's more of a TV special that's also going to be shown on Peacock. But pretty interesting. A lot of fun matches I think that could possibly happen on this show. But yeah, how you feeling going into this?
Yeah, there's a ton of title matches on here, which is obviously very exciting. It always is. And there's still a SmackDown in between now and the pay-per-view, so if we miss a match or two, it'll be because of that. We didn't watch the SmackDown beforehand. Yeah, there's potential for more matches to be added there, so just be on the lookout.
Yep. We're going to start off with the Women's United States Champion Finals, where we have Bayley and Chelsea Green. Winner of that will go to the final, and then Meechin and Tiffany is the other match. Let's start off with Bayley and Chelsea. Who do you think is going to win that match?
For this one, this is kind of like a weird one. Obviously, you know, you could kind of go either way with this one, because if Bayley wins it all, you kind of have, you know, the big star having the title, which makes sense. And then if Chelsea wins, you get the fan favorite who finally gets, you know, the love she deserves kind of thing. But for this one, I will go with Chelsea Green. Some kind of sneaky win with Piper maybe or something.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also going to go Chelsea here. I think she is the perfect first United States champion for the company, and I think she's just somebody who deserves it. She's put in a lot of great work over the past year and a half, and yeah, I think she's really deserving of it. But we also have Meechin and Tiffany, and what is your prediction for that match?
Yeah, in a way, kind of the same thing. If you want to put it on somebody who's just been in the business a long time in Meechin, maybe not been a star for a long time, but, you know, kind of the same thing with their story. Tiffany, the new fan favorite and all that. But I do see Meechin winning. There's no real need for Tiffany to kind of have anything to do with this. I mean, she's the Money in the Bank briefcase holder right now, and hopefully she'll be world champion by by Mania.
Yeah, this one's pretty weird because I wouldn't imagine Meechin being in the final. I didn't think she'd make it this far, really, if I'm being completely honest. However, Tiffany, like you said, with the Money in the Briefcase, I think she has bigger goals with that briefcase. But I do still think she will get the win here, and she can potentially, they're going to start the Tiffy 2 belts type of thing. But yeah, so you have Chelsea and Meechin, I have Chelsea and Tiffany. Who do you think will be the actual inaugural Women's World Champion?
I'm going to go with Chelsea Green. I just hope that she gets it. She deserves it. She had a really good year this year. A lot of great moments. Basically from Money in the Bank up until now. She's been really good. And yeah, just amazing. I hope she wins.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also going to go Chelsea Green. Like you mentioned, just a lot of great work over this past year. And yeah, just really deserves it. And let's keep on the women, where we had the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan defending against Io Sky after Io Sky won a Battle Royale a few weeks ago. Fighting in the match, who do you think is going to win here?
For this one, you know, everyone I know, we all want Io to win, but unfortunately I will go with Liv Morgan. I just think she makes kind of the most sense right now. I don't think she really should lose the belt, even though we kind of want her to.
Yeah, for this one, I might be a little surprising, but I am going to go Io Sky. I think there's potential for, obviously, Io to hold this belt for a long time, and I think a new face with the belt is really helpful. You can finish off the Liv and Rhea stuff without the championship, and then maybe going into Mania, we can finally get the Io and Rhea match that I think a lot of people have been looking forward to and are really hoping for, is the women's main Mania match. So yeah, I'm going to go Io Sky, and hopefully should be a pretty good match. Next up, though, we have a triple threat now for the World Heavyweight Champion, where Gunther is defending against Finn Balor and the newly added Damian Priest. Who do you have winning this match?
So this one is kind of what I hope is a feud ender with kind of the whole group of the three, with Gunther and Priest and Finn and Priest and, you know, the whole, you know, circle of them. I just hope it's kind of the end of it. And I hope Finn Balor wins. But I will go with Gunther. I just don't really see him losing necessarily. But yeah, I do hope Finn wins though.
Yeah, I agree. I think Gunther is going to win this, just because I think Finn Balor and Damian, they were going to be focused on themselves too much, and Gunther will just pick them apart like he kind of does in his matches. But this match should be pretty fun. I think all three have been pretty good this year. I think Finn is on the up climb again, which is kind of crazy to say because he's one of the older wrestlers on this roster, but it's still, you know, going up the ranks, I guess you can say. But yeah, should be a pretty fun match. Next up, another new match we had added was Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre, the recent return Drew McIntyre. Who do you have winning this match?
Yeah, this is another just crazy, you know, Drew McIntyre who's willing to do anything to finish the job, whatever that job may be. We've seen it first with Punk, and now he's kind of moving on to Sammy and potentially Jay. But yeah, it's very interesting with these two, how far it'll go, especially with the promo that we just had between Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn. A lot of people are kind of speculating that Seth and Drew may kind of do like a short team up with the two in some sort of way. But yeah, I will go with Drew McIntyre here. I mean, he just had a hell of a year. It'd be a shame for him to kind of come back from this injury and this time off and get a loss as soon as he comes back. So yeah, I think I'm going to go Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also going to go Drew McIntyre. I don't really think that Sami Zayn, like, little feud's going to last for too long, because I do think that they're going to reward Drew with an opportunity for that World Championship sometime between now and Mania, I believe. So I think getting a big win over Sami here at Second Main Event kind of kicks that off, and hopefully, we get Drew McIntyre versus Gunther at a Mania, or even a Royal Rumble would be fun. But yeah, this should be I think this will be one of the matches of the night for sure.
Yeah, I'm not super excited to like kind of go in the direction of Drew and Gunther, because we've seen that kind of a bunch of times in different kind of ways, 1-on-1s and 5 vs 5s and 3 vs 3s. We've seen a lot of mixtures of the two, but maybe we haven't seen a 1-on-1. I'm not extremely sure. But I think Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, on the other hand, or even a Priest could be fun. So I think that could be a cool kind of direction to go to if Gunther was to lose.
In the main event, most likely, we have Cody Rhodes defending his undisputed world champion against Kevin Owens. Now, obviously, this is probably the match I think a lot of people are looking most forward to, just because this feud going into this has been great. Kevin Owens just, the realist in this entire thing. But who do you have winning this?
Yeah, some of the best promos we've seen this year has been going into this feud on both sides. We've seen funny moments with Kevin Owens with his interview with Michael Cole and whatnot. So yeah, there's been a lot going on with this feud. Cody Rhodes just got like a kind of injury, you could call it, on SmackDown, where his ankle got hurt, and then Kevin Owens came out and kind of stomped it a few times and whatnot. So maybe that'll play into it. But I will just make a out of the wall pick, and I will say Kevin Owens wins and becomes the undisputed champion. Do I necessarily think that's going to happen? Not really. But I kind of just hope it does, because that could be like an interesting plot twist right now.
Yeah, I'm also going to go Kevin Owens. Usually, I look at Cody the same way as I look like at Roman, where you don't bet against them unless it's a Mania. However, I'm going to do it here just because I think this is the hottest Kevin Owens has been in quite a while, if not just ever in his career. And I think if he does lose this, I think that derails a lot of the momentum, because obviously they can always build him back up, and they can always do a great job at that. But I think I think this is a great time to pull the trigger. It'd be very surprising, because I think a lot of people would want Kevin to be the champion, but they don't see it happening, unfortunately. But so I just think it would be a great surprise on Saturday Main Event. Maybe Cody wins it back sometime down the line before Mania. But yeah, I think this match can be really, really good. Yeah,
potential for Randy Orton interference in some kind of way, whether it be before, after, or during. Would be cool to kind of see him after the match maybe, and kind of have that final chance to pick a side between Kevin and Cody, and maybe picks Kevin finally and turns on Cody because he sees kind of what's going on with him and whatnot. But yeah, this is a very interesting pay-per-view or house show or whatever you want to call this thing. But Saturday Main Event does look very appealing. There's probably going to be another match added on SmackDown. I would assume so, because there's 4 matches from Raw. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not. But you brought up Randy. I would almost be interested to see if they. And during the match, he comes in, he causes the DQ potentially, and Kevin and Cody are both mad at him because they both, wanted to go at each other, and maybe that sets up a potential Cody and Randy feud as well, on top of a Kevin Owens and Randy feud as well. So, but yeah, really enjoying this card. I think it's going to be really good. Yeah, pretty excited for it. But yeah, let us know your predictions down in the comments below, and if you like this video, make sure to also drop a subscribe button, and yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next video.